At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas-owned, Texas-run, Texas Values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete System from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote Spirit here. When you're ready for some good eating, you're ready for Crow's Country Cafe. When it comes to insurance, we're the winning team, Heatherly Agency. Making dreams come true, Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, your driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. Come to Roma's Italian. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services. Stadium. It is one of the newest stadiums, high school football stadiums here in the state of Texas. $35 million later. They passed it in 2021. It opened last season in 2023 as the Melissa Cardinals. They are being introduced on the field right now. As Anna, they have already been introduced. They are waiting. This is going to be an exciting one, Nash. We want to thank everyone with Melissa ISD and the stadium as well. They have put us up here in the visiting radio booth here in the press box. What a view we have of the nearby surrounding communities as we are up high. And I know, Anna, they are ready to go. I'm excited, Nash.
And what you're seeing on the field right now are the premier LED lights that are instituted here in Kenny Deal Stadium. We saw those a few times last season, but this is the first time this season going into a game where the stadium has some LED lights. That's why they're able to do those fancy startup shows like they did just at the beginning for the walkout, Josh.
Anna 1-2 on the year. First game away from Coyote Stadium, and as we talked about, Melissa, they are sitting at 3-1 on the season. 2-0 in true road games, 1-1 on the year. And like I said, their first two games in district play over two Frisco schools, and those games essentially are over by halftime. Melissa is getting into place. Anna, they're already in place. So we'll go ahead and pause, and we'll hear the national anthem. And when we talk to you again, we will have kickoff here in Melissa, Texas. Thanks to all the Coyote Vision students who have helped us out all day long getting set up. We're excited to produce for you here on YouTube, here on Coyote Vision. Back in just a second. Enjoy the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as Anna Taylor, a junior at Melissa High School, leads us in our student welcome, and please remain standing as the Melissa High School Choir leads us in our national anthem.
Let us pray. We come before you today to ask for your blessing upon this game between the Melissa Cardinals and the Anna Coyotes. May this be a contest of skill, sportsmanship, and fair play. Protect the players from injury, and may they compete with all their might. Grant either team the grace to accept victory with humility or defeat with dignity. In your name we pray. Amen.
A few moments away from football here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Josh Sowers alongside Nash Lowry. District play continues here in 5A Division II District 4 for the Cardinals in the red uniforms, Coyotes in their white. Now, Nash, we were talking off the air before we were getting all set up about how much of an offensive battle we anticipate these two teams being, because you take a look at these scoring numbers, especially over the last two games for both these teams, and it's not it's the defense, it's just pure offense because everybody's putting up 40 or more.
I mean, it's tough to put together even some words. Of course, you have Anna's first game as well as their most recent game with scoring 48 in the first game, and then in this recent one scoring 62. I don't even know what that adds up to, but it's a lot of points. That's the bottom line. Whereas Melissa as well, they've scored a combined over 130 points in their previous 2 games. So coming into this one, both of these teams are really familiar with that end zone.
As you saw in Coyote Vision, Melissa deferred, Anna receives. They'll be going right to left. And we are ready for kickoff for the Cardinals and the Coyotes. As you heard, Nicholas Hernandez kicks it off for Melissa. Anna back and ready to receive. We're underway here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Ronald Bell, the lone back. He'll field it at the 3. He'll take it out past the 15. Still on his feet, turns a corner, steps out of bounds. He gets past the 20-yard line. Not a bad effort there from Ronald Bell. Had a great game a week ago back at Coyote Stadium against Lovejoy. And now we get to see the Coyote offense on the field for the first time here tonight.
And your stellar player, I mean, everybody was paying attention to Edward Chumley last game. I mean, let's go over this. A career high in rushing yards, 157 on 19 carries. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, and the big part, 2 sacks. How do you have that in the same game?
Zion Dre Williams, after getting injured on that last play of the game last week, he is back and good to go. And immediately it's going to be a handoff to Edward Chumley. Great gain up the middle. He'll get knocked down at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 3 yards for the Coyotes.
And starting with Ace Traylor on the left along with Ashton Ansley.
Fake handoff. Williams is going to throw it directly up the middle, and the ball knocked out of the hands. They were aiming, or I should say Williams, aiming for Rowan Nylander, who had 4 receptions a week ago against Lovejoy. Incomplete pass, now 3rd and 3.
That one was swatted down by the premier defensive back for Melissa, Jake Pudasek. He was there on that deflection, so got to be careful across the middle. It might be some hard hits, but there's also going to be some key deflections. Melissa Cardinals know exactly where to punch when that ball gets near the hands.
Melissa, a bit of a down year last year, but their defense was absolutely spectacular. 3rd and 3, it's going to be a quarterback draw for Zion Dre Williams, and he can't get away from the defense. And that sets up a 4th down as Hudson Zufelt, senior defensive lineman, able to get to Zion Dre Williams. It's a loss of a yard, and the punting unit comes out for Anna very early tonight for the first time.
And Anna was down a decent part in the beginning of the previous game against Lovejoy. We saw a bit of 3 and outs in that previous game. It did occur later than just their first 3. They normally were able to get closer towards the 50 before the punt, but now forcing a 3 and out, the Cardinals.
Zion Dre Williams is punting. This is a good one, as that is going to be fielded back at about the 25-yard line and going nowhere on a big tackle from one of the Coyotes, as Chris Davis could not go anywhere, and Austin Crowley takes him to the ground. And now the Melissa Cardinals offense ready to hit the field here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium.
So if you're thinking, I'm not sure if I've seen the Melissa Cardinals yet, I'll give you one name to pay attention to. Number 9, Jacob Nye. He is the 3rd best whenever it comes to receiving yards, the 3rd highest receiving catcher in the entirety of 5A, Josh.
The quarterback is Noah Schubeck. And now here is going to be a run up the middle for Melissa. Josiah Smith making the tackle, and it looks like about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down for the Cardinals.
So about the same start from both teams with a run up the middle for a decent gain.
Toss over, and a good gain up the middle this time for Jeremiah Tabor. Very mixed offense here for the Cardinals.
Right, in that previous play, you saw all of them get bunched up together, but now in this one, they're using the entire space of the field, pretty much going from sideline to sideline with their receivers.
In trouble, the quarterback, Chumley, comes in there, and along with Cash Williams, and that is a huge loss of yards for Melissa. That sends them back beyond what was the original line of scrimmage on the original first down, back to the 29-yard line. What a play.
And I can guarantee Coach Parr, along with the whole defensive coaches lineup, saw Chumley's performance last week and said, man, this guy's really good at putting some pressure on the quarterback. So shout out to Williams and Chumley securing the first tackle for loss of the game. Now it's second and, oh my gosh.
Second and very long. Schuback's going to throw, and he's got an open receiver. It's caught by former Coyote, Brett Poole, who now is a Melissa Cardinal. Touchdown for Melissa. And Brett Poole, against his former team, gets the touchdown for Melissa.
And the LED lights on full display as the shadows dim there, but I mean, how he got open. Brett Poole was running an out route, came across the middle. I mean, we said it before, second and very long, second and oh my gosh, thought it was going to be a really tough way to convert it, and they found Brett Poole and covering him from the Coyotes, just not able to keep with him on the strong out route.
Extra point for Nicholas Hernandez is good. Good start for the Cardinals. It is 7-0, 9:12 to go in this first quarter. A 4-play, 71-yard drive, essentially. Well, that's a 70-yard drive, but with the loss of yards, it turns into a 71-yard touchdown reception for Brett Poole. 7-0, Melissa. And Poole just got away, as we saw on the replay, as Schuback found him down the left sideline, and there was no Coyote inside, unfortunately, and he ran into the end zone.
And it looked like it was Aiden Palmer who was there on the cover, and Palmer was a really spectacular defensive back last season in the state championship game. So it seems like Aiden Palmer getting his first reps of the season today.
Nicholas Hernandez ready to kick again for Melissa. 9:12 to go in this first quarter. Cardinals head coach Matt Nally is in his 6th season. Got a 50-13 record in those 6 seasons here at Melissa. Ronald Bell fields it again from about the 2-yard line. He'll take it out once again. Dances his way around a couple defenders. He'll get tripped up just before the 20-yard line. They'll mark him at the 18-yard line, and that is once again where the Coyotes offense gets their start on their second drive.
And he took a really big hit there at the end of that return. That one looked a little bit scary. It looked like that hit came from Rocky Dunn from Melissa. So to recap the first drive, it was a 6-yard, 7-yard run up the middle from Chumley, and then an incomplete pass across the middle to Nylander. And then it really didn't matter what happened on that third down. Zai tried to go direct snap, tried to scramble away, resulted in a punt. Let's see how they change it here.
4 wide receivers, and Williams immediately using a screen over to Ansley. Ansley against 3 Cardinals takes a big hit out of bounds on the near side and gains about 3 yards.
And you can see Ansley adjusting his jersey. I mean, we saw Rocky Dunn, who I just mentioned, hit him again. So Rocky Dunn is really great at laying these lasting hits, kind of the last man you see before the ball gets down.
Ansley had 6 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown last week for the Coyotes in that offensive shootout against Lovejoy. Williams to the right side. He's going to find Rowan Nylander there for a first down. Another big hit, big-time tackle there made by Uche Dimka, and that'll be a first down for the Coyotes, and that is a Heatherly Allstate Coyote first down.
Great communication between Zai and Nylander. I mean, he threw it in the exact spot that you want to throw a screen pass. Got him in front of his body, so his momentum didn't have to stop. That led him to the first.
Williams had 3 touchdowns through the air last week. He's going to find Ronald Bell, gains a yard to the right side, and one of the players' helmets came off. That looks like that was Dylan Jeffers, and he's got to leave the game. So it'll be 2nd and 9 now for Anna as the ball spotted at the 35-yard line, the Coyote 35-yard line, and is going to be Jesse Hernandez-Lopez who enters the ball game on the offensive line.
And that was a
for
really
the
good,
Coyotes.
That was a really good play design there. You saw Jeffers, Vasquez, and Rivera come up on the screenplay, but not able to assign a man. He got tackled quickly.
That moves Peyton Miller to snap the ball. This ball takes a deflection and nearly intercepted by the Cardinals right around midfield. And Ziondre had to get rid of that ball immediately because pressure was coming from that front line of the Cardinals.
It looked like there were 3 different deflections on that play. I'm not exactly sure who got the very first one, but Rocky Dunn, who was set up as the middle linebacker in that one, got the second one, almost tipped it up to Pudasek, but didn't come down with it.
This sets up a 3rd and 9. Ball on the right hash mark. Williams directing traffic. Here's the snap on the 3rd and 9. Williams scrambling, flushed out of the pocket to the right. He'll throw to the sideline, incomplete. And it looks like they were trying to get the ball over there to Nylander once again. And another 3rd down stop for the Cardinals. It's 3rd and 9. And Ziondre Williams looks like may have to punt the ball again here.
Right, and we're kind of skeptical about whether it's going to be.
Oh, penalty. We didn't even see it. Flag on the play, roughing the passer. Oh, Cash Williams already ran out there to be an extra blocker for the punt attempt. So a penalty there on Melissa. So a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty on Melissa.
And that does seem right because I had to scramble. It looked like he got tackled just as he was releasing the ball on that opposing sideline. And there was probably an extra 2 people on the tackle.
And our eyes were all following the ball that had been tipped a few times, so we didn't see the defender that made the contact was Ziondre Williams. So a gift for the Coyotes after the 3rd and long. And now here's a handoff to Chumley, 1st and 10 at midfield, and Chumley able to gain 3 yards. And Anna now for the first time tonight in Cardinal territory with the Chumley run up the middle. Rocky Dunn with the tackle again there on Chumley.
So it's clear we found our tackle leader, or at least the Coyotes. That's probably what the Coyotes are thinking in their huddle. That is the mic support, I suppose. Got to look out for that one. Notify where Rocky Dunn is before the play happens.
Snap Williams a fake. It'll go to the left side. Ansley had a lot of space. Defenders were giving him several feet off the line, and they take advantage of that. Nice job by Seth Parr's offense there, and that moves the chains. That is another Heatherly Allstate Coyote first down. Ball at the Cardinal 35.
And we're seeing tremendous accuracy from Williams starting off in this game. He threw 25 for 34 last game, but you saw how Ansley caught that. He caught it as if he was in a revolving door, kept his momentum going.
Quick snap, Chumley finds a gap up the middle. Good spin move, and he'll get tackled down by Max Corbin for the Cardinals. And they're going to spot him just a yard short. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Anna. And they are now moving here. Ace Traylor leaves the game, and Jesse Hernandez-Lopez comes out there to be an extra blocker. 3 receivers right now, Zay Gentry, Rowan Nylander, and Ashton Ansley. He's the one on the near side. Chumley is the back. It's a throw to the right side. Bell makes the catch, gets away from one defender, and he'll be forced out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Coyotes, not only with the Heatherly Allstate Coyote first down, they've entered the Andy Torres State Farm red zone.
Oh, yeah. And the accuracy, too, on hitting Bell on that one. These screenplays are working tremendously in this second drive. I love that about the Coyotes offense. They're able to diagnose their weaknesses and their problems early, and we've seen in past games they take timeouts to solve the problems early so that they don't occur twice. And in this drive, it's very clear that this is the drive that they practiced to lead off for this game.
Well, the Coyotes are taking what the Cardinals defense is giving them. Look how much space the safeties have off the receivers. Williams is going to scramble this time himself, able to gain about a yard. and they're going to have him marked at looks like the 13-yard line for second down.
And that's a very good point about the space of the safeties. The main Chumley run that we saw just about 3 plays ago was a quarterback draw, and Chumley was able to barrel his way forward to get the easily convertible second down because the safeties were pushed so far back.
We're going to get a timeout here called by Matt Nally and his Melissa Cardinals coaching staff. So timeout called for Melissa, their first, as Anna trying to answer that very quick drive that we saw Melissa score on with that Brett Poole 71-yard touchdown reception. Anna trying to Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder-owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services. Timeout comes to an end. Anna in a bit of an extended huddle. They're going to go ahead and start that play clock as the official trying to get the Coyotes to
and
break
he seemed
up there.
Really animated about starting that play clock, as if he was almost upset.
Here we go, second down. Williams being flushed. He's got a whole host of Cardinals. He's got to get rid of it, and he'll throw it to the left sideline. An incomplete pass. Obviously, it got past the line of scrimmage. So it'll be now third down.
And there were a lot of players that were set up on the right side, guarding the right side run, because that's the side that Chumley was set up on. And Chumley was able to provide a nice chip block to buy Zai just a little bit more time, but he still had to roll outside and throw that incomplete pass to save it.
Big third down here for the Coyotes. 3rd and 8 for wide receivers. Chumley to Williams' right. Here's the snap. Williams looking deep to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Thrown up the middle, and it looked like for a second that the Coyotes had themselves a touchdown. Instead, it got ripped out of the hands of Ace Traylor, and that sets up 4th down.
And that was just a read option at that point. I mean, Zai was picking his target on which one he was going to try and hit, and he went for the gold on the contested target. What you might not have seen is that Ronald Bell was in a curl route and set up real quickly. Ronald Bell is wide open in the middle of the field on a 5-yard curl. To be fair, he was not in range for the first down, but he was wide open and could have ran in.
Ace Traylor was begging for a face mask on that play. Here's the field goal attempt from the 18-yard line. And it is up and good from Desmar Marroquin as he gets his 4th field goal of the season. So Anna comes away with points. They make it a 7-3 ball game. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. But a lot to like about that first drive, Nash, as we saw a mix of runs from Edward Chumley, mix of good passes there from Ziondre Williams, some great catches as well. Sadly, though, when they got to the red zone, unable to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I think that was just due to the high snap count on that first drive. Yes, your first drive is supposed to be methodical and meticulous with how you get down the field. It's supposed to be really well planned out and coordinated. But whenever the Coyotes secured a first down, they didn't try a long bomb to get any chunk yardage, instead going for screenplay after screenplay. So at that point, your guys are just tired whenever you cross that 20-yard line.
Turns into a 12-play drive for the Coyotes. Now Desmar Marroquin, I should say, ready to kick off for the Coyotes, going right to left. 2 receivers back for the Cardinals, and Marroquin's kick lands on nearly the L in the end zone for Melissa, out of bounds. That'll be a touchback, another touchback for the sophomore kicker for the Coyotes. Now, once again, we'll see the Cardinals offense on the field for the second time here tonight.
Looking at that first Cardinals drive, we did see some decent play from the running backs in the rushing game, but I mean, when it comes down to it, it was Brett Poole, 1 catch for 71 yards. One thing I do like about Melissa, though, is that in some of their previous games, they've had an upwards of 4 rushers that record over 5 carries just in one game. That happened in their last game against Liberty.
Not wasting any time. Cardinals try to run it up the middle, and no gain there. As that was Jeremiah Tabor with the rush. So now 2nd and 10. 3 receivers for Schuback. One of the Coyotes may have jumped. Here's a throw to the left side in traffic over the head, and a flag comes in. And there was a lot of contact there between Eric Bowen and Dalton DeBobne.
So the foul will be down the field, probably related closer to PI, but at the beginning, whenever there was that initial jump, Austin Crowley did not get flagged for that, as he did not cross the line of scrimmage. So that is not where the flag is. It's going to be down where the catch would have been.
So Bowen called for the hold, and that moves Melissa up to the 35. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 35. 3 Cardinal receivers to the right with only 2 Coyote defenders. Be careful here. Schuback's going to take it himself, spun around from Cash Williams, and gets tackled as he makes his way across the 40-yard line. Noah Schuback with the keep, and that'll make it 2nd and 4 at the 41.
And that's it. I mean, I'm going to say that was a very smart defensive call-up. They saw the scouting report. They saw that it was a red herring with those 3 receivers.
Punch up the middle. Tabor, I should say, makes it a 3rd and 1. Cardinals not wasting really any time here on this almost no huddle. Here's a big run, and finally Gentry able to bring down Tabor. And that'll be a Cardinal 1st down as they make their way into Coyote territory.
So now subbing out running backs, and we're seeing a lot of the carries just happen by Tabor, but now we're going to see more of them be taken by Noah Husband.
Snap for Schuback, and he takes it himself, faked out a couple Coyotes, and Schuback is going to lose 4 yards on this play. Nice play for Caden Banks there. We saw him recover a fumble last week against Lovejoy, and that sets up a 2nd and 14 now. Ball was at the 45.
And excuse me, the other back in the backfield is going to be Zaid Shahid.
Snap, Schuback with some time, throws up the middle, pass caught. Once again, Brett Poole has his 2nd touchdown. Josiah Smith could not wrestle him down. It's a 45-yard catch for Brett Poole, who has another touchdown in this game for the Cardinals. The first one.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
Here, the lefty sends it through the uprights, and the kick is good for the extra point. It is a 14-3 lead for Melissa. 3:30 to go in this first quarter. A couple big plays from the former Coyote Brett Poole has Melissa leading 14-3. last week for Melissa in their 70-13 win over Frisco Liberty. That game was played at Toyota Stadium. Coyotes will be playing at Toyota Stadium here in a couple weeks. Brett Poole had one catch in that game for 11 yards, and the week before that, Melissa knocking off Frisco Memorial 66-6. Poole had two catches in that game.
And then in the game before that, that's really where Brett Poole shined his shoes out there. 9 catches for 91 yards. I don't think that one had a touchdown. It might have had one, but still 9 for 91. I believe that's the most catches he's probably ever had in a single game in his high school career.
Nicholas Hernandez ready to kick off. It's kind of a new kicking return formation we're seeing for the Coyotes. We're seeing essentially 5 Coyotes standing right at the 50-yard line. And instead of having Gentry and Bell back parallel to each other about on the 10-yard line, it's just Zay Gentry this time. Bell is now more at the 30 on the left sideline. Here's a kickoff for Hernandez. Gentry has to go backwards, bobbles it. It's in the end zone, and he is going to take it out of the end zone, and he's going to be forced out of bounds at the 5-yard line. We've got a flag flying at the very end here as everybody heads back to their respective sidelines.
I mean, Gentry eventually ended up over by the cheerleaders' cones, so that's quite far away from the regular field.
So, Melissa penalty, Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty for the Cardinals, and unsportsmanlike conduct essentially turned into a late hit out of bounds on Gentry. That moves the ball up to the 22-yard line for Anna Williams. A throw over to Bell on the right side using a good block, gets free, gets a couple extra yards. Clock continues to run as he got tackled inbounds. It'll be 2nd down and 4, ball at the 28.
Looking ahead for this one, the normal receivers out there, you've got going from left to right, Ansley, Traylor, Nylander, and Ronald Bell, 2 and 2 on each side. Same formation that they had in the first drive, Josh.
And off to Edward at Chumley. Spins through a couple Cardinal tackles. Falls forward for a first down. A Heatherly Allstate Coyote first down as Chumley down at the 33-yard line. Chumley's 3rd carry of the night.
And Chumley heading out. He's put in a good body of work so far early into this game, but now to replace him, Michael Kennedy in there for Chumley. He's lined up in the slot on the right.
Williams looking deep. He's going to find Michael Kennedy's first reception of the year, and he's out of bounds right at midfield. Michael Kennedy, the junior, getting more and more involved in this offense as the season moves along. We saw him with a few snaps last week. He's got his first career catch. It's a Heatherly Allstate Coyote first down, ball at midfield. Nice throw from Williams. And before the snap movement, flag on the play.
And it's going to be between the right tackle and the right edge rusher.
Well, and I think no foul. Wave it off.
It was between Lashem Nianti for Anna and the left out and the right outside linebacker for Melissa. Both of them were in the neutral zone at the same time.
So they wave it off. 1st and 10. Chumley up the middle. Nice run for Chumley. It's a 9-yard rush. And it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Coyotes.
And he picked up speed real quick, and that's such a valuable placement for the Coyotes now. They're 2nd and 1, which means you have insurance of 1 down. You're in Melissa territory. This could be one of the plays where you go for deep.
Snap. Williams in trouble. Gets rid of it, and it's nearly intercepted. Nearly threw it right into the gloves of Rocky Dunn, who we've mentioned all night long tonight. 3rd and 1 for Anna.
And Zai was facing pressure from 2 pass rushers there. He had to throw that one just a little bit across his body. Not a high percentage shot, if you will. And lucky that one didn't come down. But that was your insurance down. Now you've got 3rd down. However, Chumley is out of the game, 5 wide, and you've got Michael Kennedy in there on the slot on the left.
Shotgun, Williams to the right side. Bell with the catch and still fighting his way forward. We'll see how much they want to give him on forward progress, but nevertheless, it's a Headley Allstate Coyote first down.
And I mean,
spot the ball at the 39.
If you need some short yardage, why not throw it to your best hands on the team? He caught that pass. He took the 1 tackle, but then luckily was able to dodge the next one. There was a Melissa Cardinal who blasted his way through there. Could have done a lot of damage. I believe that was Max Corbin. So dodged 1 tackle, got out of bounds for the first.
Michael Kennedy and Jesse Hernandez-Lopez just exited the game as Chumley takes the pitch from Zandre Williams. He'll fight it up the middle. Looks like about a 7-yard gain to set up second down.
And Chumley did a great job reading this. See this, he has the outside pitch, but then he cuts back to the middle. That's the space created by Marcos Rivera and Peyton Miller up the middle. Now keep in mind, Rivera is on the right and Miller is all the way over on the left. Shout out to Chumley for being able to read gaps in the defense. Outside pass to Zai, it's over to the left, hits Ansley. Ansley has 1 foot in and is ruled complete. Gets that on the 18-yard line. Ashton Ansley out route. Gets them in the Headley Allstate red zone.
So big play there for the Coyotes. So now, sitting at the 28, Williams going to throw it up the middle in traffic, and a big hit, but a completion made. Rowan Nylander with his first catch here tonight. Second catch, I should say, pardon me. And good gain there, 8 yards. They mark him at the 10-yard line, 2nd and 2 for Anna. Three wide receivers to the right. Ansley, the lone wolf, to the left. And here's a handoff to Chumley up the middle. Fights his way. He's going to be marked just short of the end zone. He'll be down at the 1-yard line. That sets up a first down for the Coyotes, 1st and goal.
And now a first down on the 1-yard line. You essentially, at this point, you have 4 chances, and with 2 dynamic running backs in Chumley and Zai, one is bound to get in.
Chumley the handoff, and he's in for the Coyote touchdown. A Melissa Feed and Seed Coyote touchdown. Big time answer there for the Coyotes to make it 14-9, and here comes the PAT try.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas-owned, Texas-run, Texas Values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
8-yard drive for Anna.
And that space created by Peyton Miller, I mean, just really easy there.
And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
Back here on Coyote Vision, it's a 14-9 score. Morrow Quinn kicks it off as the Cardinals take over on offense. It'll be another touchback for Melissa, and it'll be 24 seconds to go here in the first. So here come the Coyotes. Defense ready to go, and now here is Melissa, who are 2 for 2 in their drives here tonight.
Heavy right set, moving 2 players in motion.
So here's Noah Schuback, transfer from Alabama, first year here at Melissa. And he'll fake a handoff. It's a rush up the middle for Zaid Shaheed, junior running back, and that'll set up second down, about a 4-yard gain for the Cardinals.
You mean Alabama as in
The state
the
of
state
Alabama.
of, okay, just making sure.
A similar high school in Alabama.
Okay, yeah. I feel much
You only
more
go
safe
up. You
now.
can't go back down.
Oh, what?
And that'll end the first quarter. Cardinals lead the Coyotes 14-9. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors here on Coyote Vision.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
We're back here from Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Josh Sowers alongside Nash Lowry, along with a whole host of our Coyote Vision students who have joined us to help produce this ball game here tonight in Melissa. So after the end of the first, 14-9, Cardinals lead. They're just beginning their third drive of the game. Other than Anna's first drive, they've done a good job getting down the field and putting points on the board, as Desmar Marroquin had a 35-yard field goal after a 12-play drive, and Edward Chumley just punched in a rush for the Coyotes after a 9-play drive.
And on the first drive, it was a 3-and-out 4 plays, but on the second drive, it was 12 plays, and it nearly took about 5 minutes of time.
Schuback hands it off once again to his running back, Shaheed, and he will gain a few yards up the middle. We're going to be short of the first, and it's going to be a 3rd and 3, and we've got an injury timeout on the field. One of the Cardinals is down. So both teams will use this time to huddle up. Coyotes will huddle up on the far side of the field. And those far side stands, this place holds 10,000 folks here. It's one of the largest stadiums here in North Texas for high school football. But a lot of the Coyote fans, they've made that short drive down here to Melissa. A lot of purple, black, and white in the stands across from us here right now. And the Cardinal who was injured, he is up and walking. That was Jacob Nye, their wide receiver. He is walking unaided to the sideline. So that's going to set up 3rd and 3 for Melissa. Anna trying to get a big 3rd down stop here in the early moments here of this second quarter.
But as you're seeing on these camera angles, like you were talking about, far sideline, Josh, the camera angles that we're showing you, that really shows the true atmosphere of what this stadium is. It is massive. You see how far we are away from the action that's going on down there. 10,000 in attendance, possibly could be in attendance. This place is electric.
Snap Schuback, pressure coming. He gets rid of it late, and he's going to he overthrows Brett Poole and nearly found a way to get that ball to Dalton DeBobne as he just came up short on the diving attempt. Coyotes get the big 3rd down stop, 4th and 3, and what would appear to be a Melissa Cardinal punt upcoming.
And the one who was actually closest to that was Ashton Ansley, running after it. Ansley was in between Poole and the other Cardinal receiver, so he was in the middle and really the closest one to that ball.
Punt is up and away from Sham McGregor, and this one is fielded by Zay Gentry, and the Cardinals smother him out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. That's where Anna begins their 4th drive. But Anna forces the punt, and now Anna, down by 5 points, has the ball with 11:14 to go in the second quarter.
And I just want to talk about Zay Gentry's return right there. I will say that is one of the most difficult things to do. He used his body language to fool the opposing special teams into thinking that the ball was not going to be landing toward him. He didn't catch it in regular punt fashion. He caught it like above his head, normally where a receiver would catch it, and then was able to avoid the contact and not get absolutely pancaked 2 seconds after making that catch. What a play from Gentry.
Coyotes get started at their own 33-yard line. Immediately on the snap, a throw from Williams to Ronald Bell on the right side. And forward progress gives him what appears to be they gave him a good chunk, actually. That was a nice place. They'll move the ball to the 37-yard line, pick up a 4. As Ronald Bell has already his 5th catch here tonight.
He's racking them up. He's working solo now. They've got him essentially in double coverage with one safety pulled over to left specifically to guard him.
Traylor deflects over his head out of bounds, and luckily no Cardinal was there on that high deflection incomplete pass, and now 3rd down. So they could not get the ball over to Traylor, trying to use that screen from Ansley. Once again, saw that a few times last week. It's already been in the playbook here tonight. 3rd and long, essentially, for the Coyotes.
Right.
Snap, empty backfield. Williams up the middle. He's got an open receiver. Pass is caught, and a big hit. Rowan Nylander once again takes a big hit, but he hangs on to it, and that's a Headley All-State Coyote 1st down.
That's really his redeeming quality, his ability to take that hit, and they're going to put him quite far up. They actually moved the placement of the ball forward about 2 yards from where they had it originally. But Nylander gets that catch, and I could kind of tell that that play was going to develop like that. They left a lot of room in the short range from the 4 on the left side. That let Nylander get in there for the 1st.
Once again, empty backfield for Ziondre Williams. Here's the snap. Big block from the offensive lineman, and Williams gets to be about an 8-yard gain. Jesse Vasquez with a key block there on the left side on the Cardinal allowed Williams to take it 9 yards, 2nd and short.
And this one was a direct snap straight to Zai. Let's check out Vasquez. He's set up in the H-back. You see him pushing away. That's where it was. The extra space on 41. The reason why 41 for the Melissa Cardinals was not able to catch up is because Vasquez specifically designed for him to get that crucial block. And now it looks like Chumley is set up in the same formation. Excuse me, and it's Traylor.
Stacked to the left side. Pass caught off the ground from Ansley. Does enough to get a first down. Good job from Ansley there. Throw was a little bit low, using the underside of his palms to make the catch, and that moves the chains for the Coyotes. They had the All-State Coyote 1st down, and we have a timeout on the field.
And it looks like the referee is looking to give a call. He does want that water, I promise, but looking to.
It was the Cardinals who took the timeout. So there's 9:13 to go in this 2nd quarter, and both teams will huddle up. But another Coyote 1st down there, as they have moved it over to inside the 30-yard line. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for our sponsors.
If you build it, they will come.
First down here for the Coyotes. Handoff Chumley to the left side, spins past the 30. Another good gain from Chumley. Already a heavy workload for the Coyote running back. This is 9th carry already here tonight.
He's packing it in, and we're barely not even halfway through the second, already up to 9 in the previous game, which seemed like it had a total runtime of 4 hours and 95 minutes. That's, but I mean, in that past game, he had 19 carries. Just so far, he has 9. We understand the effect.
2 touchdowns last week for Chumley. Ansley with the catch from the left side. He's got space, gets past the first down marker, past the 20, knocked over out of bounds. Inside the red zone, Coyotes again in the Andy Torres State Farm red zone, 1st and 10 from the 16.
And on that play, I was really astounded. Peyton Miller has a block on the left side. That is a main reason why that play was able to develop as it was. But Peyton Miller was blocking a man who was not facing toward him. I won't say it's a blind side because it was a push, but I'm surprised that there was no call on that one.
Fake to Chumley, throw to the right side. Ace Trailer there and runs into traffic, and he is going backwards. Big tackle from Jake Pudasek. And clock continues to run, 8.5 to go in the second quarter. 2nd down, Trailer with his first catch tonight, his 3rd target. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Ball is at the 13-yard line. Anna knocking on the door here, trying to take their first lead here tonight in Melissa. Snap. Williams has time, now flush, throws up the middle, pass out of the hands of Nylander. Thought he had it, may have had a step with it, but unable to complete the pass inside the end zone, incompletion, and that sets up 3rd and 7.
And that was a great pass off of a scramble. It seems like he just saw the receiver running across the shadow of his eye, the blind side of his eye, and whipped it to him. I will say, Josh, that one was moving really fast. I believe the receiver was Nylander. Really didn't even look like he was ready for that one, and now we have a timeout.
Seth Parr calls a timeout for the Coyotes on 3rd down. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
Williams throwing here on 3rd and long into the end zone, out of bounds, and over the head of Ronald Bell. A lot of contact, no flags, and that sets up 4th down for Anna in the red zone and the kicking unit out there. Just a little over Ronald Bell for Ziondre Williams. So here comes a 2nd field goal attempt here for Morrow Quinn. Ball at the 16. So a 33-yard field goal attempt for Morrow Quinn. He's already made 1 tonight. Good snap, good hold, kick up, and this one is good. Nice job there for Morrow Quinn. So once again, the Coyotes come away with points on the board. It is 14-12, 7:37 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Coyote Vision. 7:37 to go here in the second quarter. Cardinals with a 14-12 lead. Coyotes on their fourth drive with the Marroquin field goal. 8-play drive, scoring drive for Anna.
But after the first drive, which was a 3-and-out, the Coyotes have now scored on their last 3 drives. So learning from mistakes after the first one.
No opportunity there for Dalton Dababne to run that one out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Melissa and Anna, or I should say Marroquin. So now here come the Cardinals. 14-12, they lead. This will be their fourth drive, but the last time we saw the Cardinals offense on the field and a defense came to life, made them punt 3-and-out.
Now looking to do the same thing. Tabor is the lead ball carrier set up in the backfield along with Schuback.
Schuback's only thrown 2 passes here tonight. It's been a healthy dose of Jeremiah Tabor. And here's a handoff, and this one is taken by Tabor as gain of 6 yards on the play to set up 2nd and 4. So Tabor with his 6th carry here tonight for the Cardinals. Another handoff from Schuback, and Tabor once again. Big-time blocks from that offensive line for the Cardinals. That is a first down for Melissa, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 38.
And preferring a lot of rushing in this beginning half. Normally the team finishes with around 20 to 22 passing attempts a game.
Schuback with the fake, and he's going to be wrestled down to the ground. Caden Banks, one of the first Coyotes there, along with Austin Crowley. And no gain, 2nd down for Melissa.
So now there's been a personnel change, a change in the running back. Now it is Eden Shinomura. And I think what Melissa likes to do is they like to give at least 4 plays to a running back and then switch them out. So when I said earlier about 4 rushers getting 5 over carries, that's what I meant.
Bit of a late snap. Schuback's going to air this one out to the right side of the field and off the right hand of Brett Poole. And Eric Bowen was there covering him, and a flag comes flying into the secondary. And this one might be on Eric Bowen for his 2nd penalty of the night.
And this one was thrown by the safety judge who was in the middle of the field. The 2 judges who were on the far sideline where the play was both ruled it incomplete, but the flag came from the middle of the field, one of the referees that was the farthest away from the ball.
Well, nobody's moving yet. Seth Parr is out on the field. Well, there it is. So pass interference on Bowen, and that is going to move the ball into Coyote territory. So they'll move the ball to the Coyote 47-yard line. Dababne in motion, and Tabor with the handoff. Good chunk of yardage for him.
Now is out to the left. Josiah Smith on the first contact and the tackle as well. So Chinomura now his 3rd play that he's in. Now this is the 4th.
Yeah, pardon me. Eden Chinomura, the running back, he's going to take it this time, and he is still on his feet inside the 30, down right around the 25. So the Cardinals are really using advantage, taking this running game, getting big chunks of yards on the play. And now a big miscommunication between Schuback and Chinomura, and it looks like neither one of them wanted to get rid of the ball there.
No, you have it. No, you have it.
And that's going to result in a loss of what appears to be 5 yards to make it 2nd and 15.
So there's a whole defensive personnel change. On the offensive side of the ball, Tabor is now the running back in the backfield. But looking on that previous play, I was looking toward the Melissa coaching staff, and none of them were actually looking at the play when it was called. So I'm not really surprised about that.
Look how many offensive players are on the field right now for the Coyotes. Zandre Williams is a deep safety. We have Ansley as one of the cornerbacks, and there's Zay Gentry, one of the cornerbacks, and we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. So a timeout for the Coyotes. 2nd and 15, 5:05 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break, be right back. Here's a word from our sponsors on Coyote Vision.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
$14-12 is the score. 5:05 on the game clock here in the second quarter. And it's 2nd and 15. Noah Schuback ready for the snap. Here comes big pressure from the Coyotes. He gets rid of it. Pass is complete. Big tackle, Josiah Smith on Jeffrey Tabor. And it is no gain, 3rd and 15. Excellent job from Josiah Smith. He had 6 tackles a week ago. He's had a good year on the defensive side of the ball, and now 3rd and long for the Cardinals.
And now a good day on tonight as well. 4 total tackles in this game tonight, and we're approaching the waning hours of the first half. So a lot more to come from Josiah Smith, I think.
Cardinals trying to go through the air. They've had a good night running the ball.
And therefore only 3 pass rushers for the Coyotes, and now a timeout taken by the Cardinals.
So 3rd and long, another timeout taken by Melissa. No timeouts left for them. We'll take a timeout as well here on Coyote Vision. Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote Spirit here. When you're ready for some good eating, you're ready for Crow's Country Cafe. When it comes to insurance, we're the winning team. Heatherly Agency. Making dreams come true, Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, you're driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. Come to Roma's Italian. So 3rd and 15 for Melissa. 7th play of this drive, holding a 2-point lead on the Coyotes. Snap, Schuback. Dropping back, here comes pressure, and runs into his own lineman, but it's Edward Chumley, who made so many big defensive plays a week ago, has another big defensive play here tonight in Melissa. It's a loss of 3 for the Cardinals. Schuback could not get away, and 4th and very long here for Melissa. And what will Matt Nally do here in his 6th season with Melissa?
I will give props to the Melissa O-line there, because they bought a lot of time for the quarterback on that one, even though it still ended in a sack. But 4th and very long.
4th and 18. Schuback throwing to the right side. It's intercepted by the Coyotes. Zay Gentry with the interception. 4th career interception for Zay Gentry, his first one as a Coyote, and a big defensive stop from this Anna team, and the Coyotes have the ball here late in this second quarter, trailing by 2.
And Gentry read ahead of that one. And I will say the quarterback Schuback was facing some pressure on the right side of him. I do feel like that affected the path of the ball, but the right outside linebacker putting pressure on the quarterback threw it. I mean, he threw it right to Gentry is what it looked like. So now set up as if this was essentially a touchback kick return. It's directly on the 25.
1st and 10 for the Coyotes. An opportunity here. Williams takes it himself, gets a shove from one of the Cardinals, falls forward, and that's enough for a Heatherly All-State Coyote first down.
That shove came from Hudson Zufelt, and you're right, that shove did less of a tackling effort on Zai as it did more of a shoving for positive yardage effort.
Nylander and Bell are the receivers on the near side. Snap. Fake. Williams to the left and a throw out of the reach of Traylor. Threw it behind him. Don't think they were on the same page. And pass goes incomplete. Doomy Gatson had an opportunity there along with a couple other Cardinals. Jake Pudasek, so now 2nd and 10.
And how that play developed, Melissa was running a zone in that previous play, and Ace was left totally uncovered. Not only did he find the soft spot of the zone, he completely avoided the zone entirely. They didn't pick him up, so he's waving in the air. Throw it to me, Zai. Zai sees him, and he throws it behind him just out of late notice.
Traylor picks up a big block, and this ball thrown out of the reach of Michael Kennedy in traffic, and a couple incompletions now set up 3rd and long for Anna.
Keeping a lot of the same guys out there. You see that, Josh? So, of course, now with Zai and his punting capabilities, that is a thing. So, 3rd and 10 with 4 on the left.
Yeah, empty backfield once again for Zion-Dre Williams. Snap. Flushed out. Dances from Cardinals, but he can't get away. And Williams brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Hudson Zufeld able to get there on Williams. Just had nowhere to go and ran out of time, so now he'll stay on the field and he'll punt this ball away. The clock is running. There's 2:20 to go in this first half. I don't think Anna and Seth Parr are going to be in too big of a hurry to snap this ball. Play clock is at 8, by the way. So they're going to let this tick down. Remember, Melissa, they're out of timeouts. Williams takes the snap, punts it away. Ball fluttering, lands right around the 30. It's going to take a Melissa bounce, and then finally Eric Bowen grabs it. So the Cardinals, with no timeouts, have 1:57 to go before halftime hits, and they'll have the ball at the 34. Anna unable to take advantage of that big Zay Gentry interception, but we'll see Melissa, no timeouts, 1:57 on the clock. They'll start at the 34.
And still, from that initial interception from Gentry, still put Melissa in a bad position when it comes to field-wise. I mean, after being stopped, a really successful punt, as I believe they were stopped on about the 34-yard line, got that all the way to the opposing, I believe that's the opposing 34.
Schuback is going to hand it off to Tabor.
Chumley got the first contact on that one.
And it's a 6-yard gain for Tabor, who's been busy tonight. 2nd and 3, and Melissa going no hurry up, as you would expect, 1:40 on the clock. Another handoff. Tabor has a big gap, still on his feet, and finally dragged down. He's across midfield. So a couple big runs here from the Cardinal running back Tabor, and it's 1st and 10 from the Coyote 46. Schuback hands off. Tabor again, just stumbling, and Chumley wrestles him to the ground. Gain of about 3 yards, and the clock continues to run. 80 seconds to go till the half ends, or the first half, I should say, ends.
And Melissa has not been able to find the outside and been able to stop the clock so far.
And now Schuback Back to throw for the first time in this drive. Traylor was after him, and this pass is caught. Brett Poole got away from a Coyote. He's still on his feet. He'll get hit out of bounds, and that will stop the clock. Another big-time play from Brett Poole in this game. And it'll be first down. The ball's going to be at the 31, and there's 54 seconds left to go. Cardinals leading by 2.
Name of the game for Brett Poole, yards after catch. We see it time and time again. No matter where he catches it, he's always getting at least 10 after the catch.
Schuback with time, throws, and knocked away. Gentry almost had another one. Pass may have been a little bit low, intended for Dababne. And Gentry almost came up with another big defensive play. It stops the clock, 49 seconds to go, 2nd and 10 from the 31.
And from what I saw on that play, I think Gentry was looking at the other Melissa Cardinal receiver, saw his body language, knew that he wasn't getting the ball, and in a blind attempt, almost like reading passing lanes, just jumped the other way and managed to deflect that one. He wasn't even looking at the quarterback and where the ball was coming from.
Now he steps onto the field giving signals. Play clock at 0 and a flag throws, and this should be a delay of game.
Good eye.
It's a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty on the Cardinals. That's their 3rd penalty of the night. They moved the clock from 46 seconds to 49 seconds. So 2nd and 15. Zandre Williams and his former running back George Rogers are the deep safeties for the Coyotes. George Rogers, mainly a defensive player to start this season for Anna. 2nd and 15. Schuback in trouble, and Mr. Sack himself, Edward Chumley's got another one. Edward Chumley. 3 tackles against Lovejoy. 2 sacks. He forced 2 fumbles. There's another sack for him here tonight, and that sets up 3rd and long. Clock ticking 25 seconds. It's 3rd and it's definitely more than 15. And let's see, Schuback back, still with time, now flushed, running to the left. He's going to take it himself. Still on his feet, he slides. There's 7 seconds. Melissa can't stop the clock. 2 seconds, 1. That is going to end your half. Cardinals run out of time. Good job by the Coyote defense. Halftime here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Melissa 14, Anna 12. Halftime, enjoy the bands, and stick with us here on Coyote Vision. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
Strutting down the field are the 2024-25 dance officers. On your left, Junior Lieutenant Cambry Johnson. On your right, Senior Lieutenant Carla Martinez. And in the center, two-time captain Ray Dobosky Center. The Coyote social representatives are Aaliyah Abrams, Mackenzie Shaw, and Tegan Scarborough. The Coyote of the week is Aaliyah Abrams. Tonight, they will be performing their traditional homecoming high kick routine to the popular band tune, The Horse. The Coyotes are under the direction of Miss Whitney Wilson. The Coyotes drill team would like to thank our amazing sponsors for their love and support. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In continuing your halftime entertainment, Anna High School is proud to present the 2023 Conference 4A State Bronze Medal Award-winning Anna Coyote Marching Band. This week, the Coyote Bandsmen of the Week are Clara Bridget and Raison de Leon. This week's sketch of the week is the Mellophone. This week's guard member of the week is Alex Lopez. Tonight, for your halftime entertainment, the Coyote Marching Band will perform a portion of their UIL competition show entitled Fantasy. Featured performers are Veronica Rodriguez-Morales, Annabelle Canari, Richard Delatorre, Chloe Wilson, Chandler Lichnowsky, Colton Roper, Andrew Walls, Jack Hopper, and Avery Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction assistant drum majors Matthew Acaranti, Kylie Carter, Camila Cortez, and head drum major Veronica Rodriguez Morales, please put your hands together for the 2023 4A Bronze Medal Award-winning Anna Coyote Marching Band. If you would like to see more of the Anna Coyote Band, come back tomorrow for the competition at 1 p.m. Justin Wallace is the Director of Bands.
Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote Spirit here. When you're ready for some good eating, you're ready for Crow's Country Cafe. When it comes to insurance, we're the winning team, Heatherly Agency. Making dreams come true, Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, your driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. Come to Roma's Italian. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas-owned, Texas-run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
Sunday and Hayden had not. The section of the week is the trumpets. Tonight, the mighty Cardinal Band will be performing a portion of their 2024 UIL competition show entitled Papa. Drum Major Kyle Nichols, you may begin your performance when ready. The mighty Cardinal band would like to thank our Superintendent Keith Murphy, our Deputy Superintendents Dr. Robert Rich and Kim Loder, Melissa High School's Principal Marcus Hecker, the Melissa Booster Club, and our awesome band members for their unwavering support. All right, Cardinal fans, get on your feet and put your hands together for the Melissa High School fight song. We say good luck to both of these fine bands as they compete tomorrow at the Director's Assistant Marching Showcase held right here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. We invite everyone to come and join.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to show off those dance moves. Get ready for the dance cam. Brought to you by Uptown Cheapskate. We're looking for the best moves in the stands. So grab your friends and let's see what you got. This is your moment to shine. The camera zooms in on you, make sure to give us your best dance dance and those epic moves. So who's ready to get this party started? Let's see that in.
And we're back for the second half of action here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Josh Sowers alongside Nash Lowry. Anna running out for the third quarter. We're about a minute away from getting things started. It is a 14-12 ball game. Melissa leads the Anna Coyotes. Interesting first half of football, Nash. When you take a look at these stats, these two teams almost dead even when it comes to production. Cardinals 214 total yards. Melissa 202 total yards. Rushing numbers 86 to 76 for Melissa, and passing 128 to 126 for Melissa. Very even ball game so far between these two teams, who were it's their 13th meeting since 2006, longtime rivals. And this rivalry essentially has been dominated by the Melissa Cardinals. Anna trying to get their first win in this series since 2010. We got a second half of football ready to go.
And the main trend that I'm seeing from Melissa is the main ball carrier, Tabor, who has about 10 rushing attempts and 65 yards to go along with it. So what Melissa has been doing is they let Tabor run about 4 attempts in a row, let him run his own series of downs, and then they switch out to another carrier, for example, Chinamora. So as this game gets into the waning hours of the third and fourth quarter, I would not be surprised if they forego the switching out the running backs and just have Tabor take all of the carries himself. On the defensive side of the ball for Anna, of course, and stopping the rushers, it's really going to come down to those front three, Caden Banks, Shamar Boykins, Caden Stribling, and then that back four, mainly Austin Crowley and Josiah Smith, in stopping this run-heavy offense.
Yeah, really, that front seven for the Coyotes. Can they stop the run? They allowed 288 rushing yards last week to Lovejoy in that 66-62 loss. For Melissa, it's mainly a run game. Can they find a way to stop the Cardinals?
And it's also a passing game, too. You look at 2 of the touchdowns, all of the touchdowns for Melissa have been scored by Brett Poole. So as much as we're talking about the rushing game and focusing the defense on the rushing game, Brett Poole is still the main threat with 2 catches and 2 touchdowns. It might be 3 catches and 2 touchdowns. So Brett Poole, whoever has the solo assignment for Poole, maybe it needs to be doubled in this second half, but Poole cannot be left unattended.
Desmar Marroquin ready to kick off to get this second half started. Dalton Dababne and Jake Pudasek are the returners, and for the 4th consecutive time in this game, Marroquin boots one out of the end zone and will now have a touchback. And the Cardinals will get started at the 25-yard line, 6th official drive of the game for Melissa. I touched on the history of these two teams. 13th meeting since 2006. Since then, Melissa leads this series 11-1. These teams last met back in 2021 when they were in the same district. So here comes the second half of play. Anna trailing by 2. It's Cardinals football. And the snap. Here's a run up the middle for Tabor on the handoff from Noah Schuback. Schuback was 4 of 7 in that first half for 128 yards, pair of touchdowns. As we talked about, Brett Poole, and Tabor has his 11th carry of the gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And Edward Chumley has his 5th tackle on the night. 3 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and that was his 2nd tackle.
Fake Schuback throws, pass caught, nearly knocked away. There's a flag in the secondary by the Coyote sideline. That pass was caught by the tight end Reese Carter. First time we've called his name here tonight. And we await the penalty.
And this flag is about 3
well
yards
away of the play.
You're right. It's about 3 yards ahead of the first down marker, more where a receiver would be. Let's see what the call is.
Eric Bowen has all 3 Anna penalties here tonight. So hands to the face and an automatic first down for Melissa. And that moves the ball up to the 44-yard line.
And now Ashton Ansley being brought in to play that far right cornerback, that you see.
Schuback back to throwing up the middle. Brett Poole was wide open and he dropped it. And that might have been touchdown number 3 for Brett Poole here tonight. Almost 2 wide open.
And absolutely, as I pointed that out, you know who was covering him? Ashton Ansley was brought in, and now Ansley heads towards the bench, and George Rogers is now in. You can see him running down to fill in where Ansley was at, but you cannot leave Brett Poole unattended. That could have been 40 yards right there.
2nd and 10, Schuback, handoff, and that's Tabor once again, and he'll fall forward a yard, 3rd and 9, and already a big 3rd down opportunity here for this Coyote defense with the ball right around midfield at the 45. Melissa not wasting any time, already in formation. Shotgun for Schuback. Fake to Tabor, pressure coming, gets the ball away, and it's out of the reach of Dalton DeBobne. 4th and 9. And you can see some of the Coyote coaching staff getting his team pumped up. Here comes the Cardinal punting unit, and a nice stand for the Coyote defense to open this second half.
And that was to the solo coverage, and the coverer for the Coyotes was Eric Bowen. So I bet that was the morale booster, exactly the morale booster that Eric Bowen needed on that stop. And there was also some pass rush pressure that caused that spiral to be a little bit off. Now one of the blocking long snappers is pointing to the other side of the field.
Gentry was the lone returner, and we're actually going to be getting a timeout here on the field for Melissa. So 4th down for Melissa. We'll take a break. We'll hear from our sponsors here on Coyote Vision.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete System from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
So 4th and 9 as we await by the way, if we didn't say it, that was a Melissa timeout, so they'll have 2 remaining for the rest of the game.
And the same thing happened in the previous half. Melissa had to go through that entire last drive, about 3 minutes, without their timeouts.
So the punt is away by Sham McGregor, and Coyotes want nothing to do with that ball. It'll be downed at the 23-yard line for the Coyotes. Good job for the defense to force the punt for Melissa. Down 14-12, 10:22 to go in this 3rd quarter.
Quickly as well, with a timeout being taken, that still only took about 1.5 minutes off of the game clock entirely. So just an amazing defensive stand from Anna all around.
Well, really, what you take away from that is Melissa had to use a timeout. How important would that timeout be later on in a game like this? Chumley takes the run up the middle. Big collision with Rocky Dunn, and Chumley able to gain 5 yards on the play. Another big carry there from Chumley. He had 9 carries in that first half for 56 yards.
And he slid between that gap that Marcos Rivera created for him, just slid right through the arms of a Cardinal.
Here's a toss from Williams to Chumley, and he gets 2 on the play, and Coyotes have a 3rd down to work with here. 3rd and 3, it appears.
And it looked like Zai was trying to get that ball back. You saw both him and Chumley were kind of together, almost wanting to do a double handoff. I don't know if that was exactly the play, but that's certainly how it developed. So 3rd and short.
Zai with the snap, bobbles it, and he's just got to pick it up as he gets swarmed by the Cardinals. And Williams unable to hang on to it. Good job to gather it up. And the Melissa front was all over him. And that brings out the Anna punting unit with the ball spotted at the 23. 4th down.
And this is back-to-back starting drives and back-to-back halves with 3 and outs from the Coyotes.
Cash Williams out there to provide extra protection. Only 1 returner, high snap. Williams gathers it up, and he gets rid of it. The returner is Chris Davis. Did he touch it? Ball is down. Who has it? Do the Coyotes or the Cardinals have it? Anna has the ball. Chris Davis had trouble hanging on to it, and it turned into a one-on-one wrestling match for the football. The original referee signaled that Anna has it. Josiah Smith saying Anna has it, and the Coyotes indeed have the football.
And I'm pretty sure it was Chumley who was down there. He's getting all the high fives and the recognitions from the teammates. So Chumley with elite hustle on special teams to essentially give them a 60-yard Hail Mary. That's practically what it was.
So now the Coyotes, as the pendulum swings at the 26-yard line, the offense essentially stays on the field. 1st and 10, Williams, snap, running to his left, and he gets knocked to the ground after what appears to be a 2-yard gain. Saw Williams, that's his 6th carry of the evening, only 20 yards in that first half. Remember, against Lovejoy last week, he had 3 rushing touchdowns, setting a career high. 2nd and 8. Williams just kind of gives it over to Chumley, who's got a big gap in the middle, and he's going to fall forward for an Anna Coyote Heatherly All-State Coyote first down.
And from what you said earlier, way back in, I believe, the first quarter, you talked about how spaced out the safeties are and how much space there is up the middle. You give Chumley just a little bit of time, he gets that halfback draw. That's what that play is called, the halfback draw, to give the defense time to spread out. That lets Chumley barrel his way through and get into the red zone.
1st and 10. Williams with the fake to the left. Here's a throw up the middle. Ace Traylor jumps up in the air and makes the catch. He was due for that one after a couple drops in the first half. And the Coyotes, as you mentioned, they are really now in the Andy Torres State Farm red zone. And 1st and goal from the 3. Anna trying to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Edward Chumley. He barrels in there for a Coyote touchdown. It's a Melissa Fiend seed Coyote touchdown. Anna takes the lead.
And a whole play of events. Talking about that Ace Traylor play from earlier, I mean, Traylor had to fight through the contact from Rocky Dunn. You saw the athletic move just in that replay earlier of what exactly he had to pull off there. Now, there's a lot of offensive assignments that are staying out there. Now they're heading back towards the bench, but Chumley with the run up. What a creation from Traylor, and Chumley yams it down.
We have a whistle. There was a timeout taken. Just want to confirm. Yeah, there was no timeout taken there. So both teams started huddling up. And, I mean, the official came over the PA headset and said, let's go, let's go, let's go. So there was no timeout taken here. Now, we had a missed extra point earlier from Marroquin. He's made 2 field goals tonight, and it appears Seth Parr and his offense, Coyotes trying to go for 2 because it's a 4-point game. This would make it a 6-point game to give them 20. So here comes the conversion try. Williams ran into conversion last week against Lovejoy. And a reverse back to Ansley, but he's not going to go anywhere. Some trickery there from the Coyotes, and the Cardinals do not fall for it. Jalen Frazier with the tackle for Melissa. But it results in a touchdown for the Coyotes as they now have an 18-14 lead. First time they have a lead here in this ball game with 7:24 to go. And now time to kick off the ball to Melissa.
And although there wasn't a conversion there, Josh, that really is the correct decision. If you have a 5-point lead in a game of high school football, that's really not secure. It might be the most unsecure lead, except for the 1-point lead of all time, because one touchdown without a PAT gives them the lead, and then one PAT gives Melissa a 2-point lead. So that makes perfect sense to go for the 2-pointer there, because it gives you at least that touchdown barrier where a touchdown ties it and doesn't take the lead. But really, the difference between a 4-point lead and a 5-point lead, minimal.
You can see a long conversation there. Seth Parr and judges, umpires. And now, finally, the kicking unit gets to the field. for Anna. So here's Morrow Quinn. See if he can send another one through the end zone. But a nice job for the Coyotes. Thanks to a big special teams mistake by the Cardinals, they now have the lead. Kick from Morrow Quinn, and once again, the Cardinals want nothing of it. It's out of the end zone for the touchback. 18-14, Anna with the lead. Trying to get back to even in district play as they opened up district play last week against Lovejoy, falling in that 4-point shootout, 66-62. Melissa 2-0 in district play. When you take a look at those district standings right now, Frisco Independence, they're on top 2-1. Lovejoy and Melissa 2-0. We'll see what happens here tonight. A couple scores for you here in a little bit as well. Here's a handoff. And they're still going, and finally everybody gets separated on the handoff from Shuback to Zaid Shahid.
That one up the middle. That's really the perfect start you want as an offense. Just a nice 4 or 5 yard gain from your running back. Really 2nd and 6. Anything can be done here.
Snap, Shuback looking left, has time, and he'll get the throw away, and Brett Poole drops another one up the middle. Essentially perfect in the first half, and the former Coyote has 2 huge drops in this second half, and now 3rd and 6.
And once again, a really good play design from Melissa where it opens Brett Poole wide up the middle. It was a pick and roll play. They used Jaden Poole, the other Anna movement transfer. They used Jaden Poole as a wide receiver. He's lined up here with the arm sleeves and the long sleeves in white, number 13 that moves towards the bench. They used him in a pick and roll, had him set a pick on George Rogers that opened up Brett Poole, but just didn't work.
Yeah, the Poole brothers, remember, played for Anna last week. Haven't mentioned Jaden, who's also on the field. And now here comes pressure. Shuback with the fake, got away from Satsumi. Here's a pass, and it's knocked away. No flags. Eric Bowen with a great job defending Dalton Dababne. How about that? Melissa going for it. Going for gold on that 3rd down. That's got to bring out the punting unit. That's got to be a good feeling for Eric Bowen, who had a rough first half. And now a 3 and out, and the punt is away from McGregor. And Gentry lets that one go out of bounds towards the Coyote sideline. Another punt forced by the Coyotes in this second half on Melissa. Boy, this is, you think about Melissa the last 2 weeks, and then you think about Anna the last 2 weeks. These are 2 very different ball games from what these 2 teams have really experienced. And again, Melissa has put up in the last 2 games in district play 66 points and 70 points. Remember, Melissa had a running clock again in Toyota Stadium last week against Frisco Liberty.
Right.
And Anna has been in a couple shootouts, even with Gunter, and even going back to the game against Oakland. This is a different type of game we haven't had this season. 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Williams in trouble. Got rid of it. There's a flag thrown. The ball is loose. They're going to blow this one dead, and you can see the referee signaling face mask, and you could tell from even up here, way up here in the press box booth.
Definitely some tomfoolery on that tackle.
So this appears to be going the way for Melissa. And y'all go and say it. That's a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty. But there is a long discussion here.
Trying to see, because, of course, the original flag and one that might not be as apparent as the potential face mask, but the intentional grounding from Zai throwing that out off the pressure.
See if we can get a call. Yep, that's exactly what it is, Nash. We have a second flag dropped. That is really unfortunate because Zai, when you're having your face mask dragged at, you obviously don't want to hang on to it, but you got to get rid of it. That's
right
an
with
interesting
the call,
one.
but at what cost? Gosh.
So Seth Parr wants a word with the official. And essentially those penalties offset. It was Jacob Wasserman, senior lineman, who had the face mask on Williams.
And then Zai was scrambling, trying to throw it away, and he hit the right tackle, Lashem Nianti, on just above his knee.
In fairness, that ball was not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, even if there was a receiver. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So it's back to 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Snap, Williams in motion, and he finds Ronald Bell just a few feet in front of him, and he runs towards the left hash mark. He'll be brought down in the middle of the field, and appears to be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
And great problem solving from Ronald Bell. Did you see that? Originally, the play is supposed to be that Ronald Bell receives the pass and so that there's a screen play. Normally, the normal motion is that Ronald Bell comes back, but instead he goes upward. You see that angle of the throw? We weren't even ready for it. Nobody was really ready for it. Ronald Bell runs a slant, cuts back into the middle of the defense, and gets the good yardage. Crazy problem solving.
Left tackle Jesse Hernandez-Lopez enters the game for Ace Traylor as they size up that front line. Empty backfield for Williams, 2nd and 5. Flag thrown immediately. We got a false start on the Coyotes. Fourth penalty on Anna. So what was 2nd and 5 is now going to be 2nd and 10.
So void that previous play, and there's been a lot of runoff on the clock. We saw it in the first drive. The first drive only took a minute and a half, and then since Anna started this one, I know there's been some back and forth, but we're seeing the time just totally tank down here. Time going by really fast in the third.
By these two teams, it's been a low-scoring game. Here's the hike. Here's the throw, and Rowan Nylander unable to hang on to it, incomplete, and that'll be 3rd and 10. Nylander, 4th target of the night. It's his has 3 catches in that first half for 30 yards, unable to haul that one in. Chumley returns to the game. It'll be Michael Kennedy back to the sideline. Well, from a Melissa perspective, this is a huge 3rd down.
Right. Because there's been so much time run off. Essentially, all of these guys are healthy. There's practically been 2 timeouts because of how long the penalties took.
Williams back, 3rd and 10, looking deep, throws up the middle, pass caught by Ronald Bell. It's good enough for a 1st down. Bell took a hard hit on the tackle, and the officials stopped the clock. Now Bell up to his knees, and it is going to be an injury timeout. It's a 1st down for the Coyotes. And he got an 11-yard catch.
And he got caught
Bell
on the arm by Uchi Dimka over there. And it was arm to arm, not helmet to helmet. So I know there were crossing paths there, and that normally is what the result is of a big hit like that. But it was arm to helmet. So Ronald Bell, good to go.
Bell with 5 catches, 25 yards in that first half.
Bell is off right now just for safety, and they've replaced Michael Kennedy for him.
1st and 10. Hand off to Chumley, and he'll get wrapped up quickly by the Cardinals. Uche Dimka, one of the linemen there, making the tackle on Chumley.
And to talk about the low-scoring game, this is a Melissa defense who is more particular to the run game. They're more ready for the run game, whereas you look at Anna's defense, they're more particular to the pass game. And honestly, I think that they're stronger in the air. So when you have these two defense that are wildly different from each other, then you're not going to get the explosive matchmaking that both of these teams have had in their past 2 weeks, Josh.
Coyotes had 255 yards rushing last week against Lovejoy. Here's a pass up the middle, low, incomplete. Ace Traylor made an effort and perhaps a yard short on the attempt from Ziondre Williams, and that sets up another 3rd and long for Anna, as it'll be 3rd and 8 with the ball just inside Cardinal territory.
And it's essentially the same situation here. You have 3rd and long, except this time you're in Melissa territory. So if Anna is able to get maybe 4 to 5 yards here, then going for 4th would be worth it.
Williams dropping back, and he threw it right to Jacob Wasserman. He'll be dragged down by Chumley and Williams, and he threw it right to the defensive lineman. Interception for the Cardinals, and they'll be inside the 30.
And here is the play call. The original play call was set up to be a screen pass to Chumley. But there to totally scoop that one up was Jacob Wasserman. He fought through the tackle of Dylan Jeffers. He fought through the chip block by Jesse Vasquez and was able to get in there for essentially a breadbasket interception. That ball was not moving with any heat at all. Therefore, interception.
4th interception of the season for Ziondre Williams. And with a 4-point lead for Anna, the defense will be asked to make a big stop if they want to protect that lead. With 3:50 to go. Well, how about that? So we've got a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty. Sideline, you rarely see this flagged. 15 yards for sideline interference. So instead of the ball at the 30, or the 27.
Right, because it was going to be up there.
It's going to be at the 41. We'll see if that has any effect here.
Okay.
So here's 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Noah Schuback looking deep, and it is over the hands of Dalton Dubobne. And remember, the most prolific receiver on this Cardinals team, Jacob Nye, injured in the first half, and we have not seen him come back into this game.
You're right, Josh, and we're seeing, I mean, you might be able to see it in the bottom of your screen. It's just south of where George Rogers is standing at the bottom, but Zay Gentry is getting absolutely into it with the Melissa coaching staff, picking out every single one of them. His matchup on that side
Well,
is
as I say
Jacob
that, Jacob Nye, who has just returned.
Well, I'm glad you called attention to it.
Well, now we got a false start. So a penalty for Melissa here, a pair of penalties, and another Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty for the Cardinals. So 2nd and 15 now, and the Cardinals, they're going the wrong way.
And the line judge just went down to highlight the matchup between Gentry and Nye and tell him, hey, guys, let's wrap this up.
2nd and 15. Schuback takes it himself. And finally, the Coyotes able to drag him down on the scramble. Eric Bowen comes to the rescue. Great run from Schuback there. That'll put him in positive yardage on the running side, and that sets up 3rd and 4.
So favoring the right side of the field here, but there's a lot of space open on the left. And you know who's open on the left? Brett Poole.
Handoff Tabor, and he's going to spin and finally get dragged down past the 30-yard line. 1st down for Melissa.
And Cash Williams lit him up as he was going down there. So safe to say that, I mean, Tabor is definitely shooken up here. I mean, you just saw it blitz off of the bottom of your screen. They were thinking about changing that play with the different running back, but they're keeping Tabor out there.
Handoff Tabor, still fighting forward. Martin Brown able to make some contact along with Austin Crowley for the Coyotes. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Chumley and Ace Trailer now in on defense, and then we have the switch in the main ball carrier, Zaid Shahid, now back there.
2.5 to go in the 3rd. Schuback takes it himself, and he gets dragged down. Another gain of 2 yards. So now Melissa trying to grind down this front line for the Coyotes. 3rd and looks like it's going to be 6. Ball's at the 25. Schuback calling for it, and no flag. Chumley got back from the neutral area. He got back. There'll be no penalty for that. And so now everybody resets. And again, watch that outside rusher, Edward Chumley.
Just under 2 minutes.
Schuback hands it off to Shaheed. And now it's a big pile. And where are they going to mark Shaheed? They're going to mark him down maybe a foot in front of that 20-yard line to set up fourth and extremely short. That pile just kept going forward.
So as we were talking about earlier, I know none of the action has been over there, but Jacob Nye, the third highest receiving. Go ahead, Josh.
Well, here's 4th and 1, and here's the big shove, and it looks like Melissa is going to get that. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was obviously a 4th and 1, and haven't marked anything yet.
Right.
And, well, the official has put the ball at the 19-yard line. Seth Parr is beside himself.
That? Oh, my goodness. He was lined up exactly with that.
He wanted to see some sort of a measurement or something, but it's a first down. And now Chain Gang's having some issues. Here's 1st and 10. Schuback throwing to the end zone, and there's a flag. Dalton DeBobney went rolling down right as Williams made the throw, and the flag came flying in.
But this is really, I mean, of course, a different angle might be necessary to assess this again, but it's over with Eric Bowen. But I will say, Dalton DeBobney was going with a ton of forward momentum.
Well, it's been a tough night for Eric Bowen over there covering DeBobney.
And on that one, Bowen lined up with him in a man-to-man press, and that contact, DeBobney got a rough start off of the block, and he was already falling forward.
1st and goal from the 4. Schuback takes it himself, bounced off one Coyote, still on his feet, and finally it's up to Caden Banks to drag him to the ground. No gain, 2nd and goal from the 4.
And Chumley was the one with the first contact. It always seems like that is the case, but I will say that Schuback definitely took a hard fall at the end of that one. A lot of whiplash on his helmet. You see him now, he's bent over and leaning back. He's looking towards the coaching staff, and that last hit rocked Schuback up.
And that forces Melissa to take a timeout. So, 40 seconds to go in the third, 18-14. Melissa knocking on the door. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Coyote Vision.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas-owned, Texas-run, Texas Values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Back here on Coyote Vision, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, 2nd and 4. Now, we saw Noah Schuback go back to the sideline, so now here's the formation. Jacob Nye, who left the game earlier, has returned. It looks like he's going to assume the quarterback position, but this could very well be some sort of a wildcat. He's got Tabor to his right. Here's the snap, and yes, it is indeed that. Nye taking it up the middle, falls forward. He's down at the 1. It'll be 3rd and goal.
And now warming up on the sideline, maybe used in the next drive potentially, but Jaden Poole is now entering an aggressive warm-up. Jaden Poole, of course, the backup quarterback for the Coyotes last season.
If any coaching staff has a scouting report on Jaden Poole, who's going to enter the game maybe right now, there's another injured Cardinal, Kendall Taylor, limping to the sideline, and
all of the refs are signaling the timeout.
Well, And now we're
the
going to
clock
roll
is
it.
going.
So Jaden Poole does not come into the game.
5 seconds running down.
Well, there's play clock now is at 17 seconds, and somebody may have taken a timeout here. Or will they just give him the injury timeout? So Melissa, it's the end of the third quarter. There you go. We're so concentrated there. So into the third.
We were locked in.
A lot going on here. Coyotes have the lead, 18-14. We'll take another break here on Coyote Vision.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
Start of the fourth quarter here on Coyote Vision here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Thanks for joining us. Josh Sowers, Nash Lowry, everyone a part of Coyote Vision, getting us going on the road here tonight. It's been a good one. 18-14 Coyotes lead, but Melissa literally a yard away, 3rd and 1. We switch ends of the field, and Jacob Nye stays out there. This is a Wildcat formation. Noah Schuback, injured quarterback for Melissa. Jaden Poole, the backup, the former Coyote, has not come into the game yet. 3rd and 1. Coyotes looking for a big third down stop here at the goal line.
Coming.
And the run, Nye is going to punch it in, and Melissa takes the lead. So now it's a 20-18 lead for Melissa. 3 seconds in to this fourth quarter.
And at that point, we just saw the exact same play be run twice. Yes, there was a break in the quarter, and yes, it is really tough to stop a 1-yard gain, especially on the goal line, but the same exact play twice in a row had to have a better outcome than that if you're the Coyotes.
First score of the half for Melissa. PAT, good. So it's 21-18. And the Coyotes now find themselves down by 3. That was a very interesting drive that started at the 41-yard line. Melissa had to overcome some big-time adversity on that drive, several penalties. A sideline interference penalty brought them back. But then a big pass interference penalty on the Coyotes.
Yeah, just try and name all the penalties that happened on that drive.
Then you have an injured quarterback in Noah Schuback, and then you're forced to run the Wildcat with Jacob Nye, the receiver, and they're able to take the score. And now Anna now down by 3, 21-18. Coyotes trying to get their first win in district play, becoming 5A Division II. Melissa trying to get to 3-0 in the district, and that would give them the district lead here in week 4. First road game of the year for Anna. First time we've seen those white uniforms in this year.
And this is where we're seeing the missed 2-point conversion come into effect. If a PAT was made, it would have been 21-19. Still doesn't make the biggest of distinctions. And with the missed 2-pointer, now it's a field goal to tie.
Hernandez just chips this one. Ansley picks it up, now running north to south. He's got a good return here, and he'll be knocked down past the 40-yard line. Good start field position-wise for the Coyotes. They'll start at the 41. Conversation from Zay Gentry.
I love it.
And Jacob Wasserman, who just had that interception.
You're right.
On Ziondre Williams a few minutes ago.
Let's mic him up, please. You think that would fly on maybe not? Okay. I mean, talking about going into this offensive drive, we saw a Zy Williams interception last time, but that drive took a long amount of time. We saw the clock run off from the third quarter, take it up immensely. I imagine chunk yardage on these first few plays.
1st and 10 from the 40 for Anna. They'll hand it off to Chumley, and he's not going to go anywhere. They'll credit him a yard as Chumley now up 15 carries, 77 yards here tonight.
And because of the high snap count that Anna has been having to play on offense, we're seeing a lot of playing time from sophomore Lashem Nianti, who is out there on the right tackle, number 70.
Chumley back, and Williams gives it off to Edward Chumley, and again gets swallowed up after he gains 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. Coyotes got to get to right at midfield, right at the 50-yard line.
Right, Nianti and Jesse Vasquez set up as the H-back on the right side, cleared a little bit of room, but it just was not enough. So now you have the slot receiver trailer, Chumley in the backfield still, and then your 3 regular receivers.
Ace Trailer has a lot of room here on this left side. Here's a snap. Williams, the 3rd and 7. He looks right, trying to go for Bell. Did he make the catch? He did, and that is right at, it's going to be a yard short, it appears.
And that's where his feet were, but his arm reached across, appeared to have reached across the chains. So the line judge standing practically his right foot exactly on that yard mark.
This is 4th and maybe 3 inches.
My
if
goodness.
that. 4th down. Very much less than 1 yard. Here's the snap, handoff, Chumley, and he punches it through. He's got the 1st down. Now just hold on to the ball, get to the ground, and yes, 1st down for the Coyotes ahead of the Allstate Coyote 1st down. All right, you can breathe now.
And I feel, and I bet that's exactly what they're saying to the O-linemen. They once again bring out, they once again make the decision to bring in Ace Trailer, and now the lineup changes.
Well, now you got to credit that O-line here tonight. Williams throwing up the middle. It's tipped, and it's intercepted. Antonio Sparks, after it took a deflection, Cardinals have the ball. 2nd interception tonight for Melissa. 10:05 to go in this 4th quarter. And again, Seth Parr is absolutely beside himself.
And it's the high snap count. Just the fact that the Coyotes had to go for that extra 4th and inches, that's one extra play that your offensive linemen have to get down in their stance and burn that energy to create space for Chumley to barrel through for the 1 yard. So that's less and less time that Zy is safely going to have in the pocket. It's all a domino effect.
There was a flag thrown on Melissa, unsportsmanlike, 15 yards. Not sure something was said after that interception, probably so. That takes Melissa back to the 29-yard line.
And that's twice that Melissa has had turnovers but had their position taken back from the penalty.
Here's the snap, and Schuback is back in the game, by the way. That's good news for Melissa. And the run by Dababne. And that'll be 2nd and 8. Second and 7, rather. 3-point game. Now we've seen this Coyote defense come up big, especially late in the late in the first half, and here on some drives in this second half. Handoff Tabor, and he's going to make a big turn. He's got a 1st down. There's a flag coming into the secondary.
And Jaden Poole was really far up. I believe the referee signaled holding. It's most likely going to be between some of the Melissa receivers that were way up towards where the tackle was.
We have an injury timeout here as one of the Coyotes on the ground receiving attention. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. 9:20 to go here in this fourth. Melissa with the ball. It's 21-18 Cardinals. Back here after a word from our sponsors.
If you build it, they will come.
21-18, 9:20 to go. Now, during the break, there was another penalty on Melissa. So that takes them back to the 39 to make it 2nd and 5. Brett Poole got called for a flag. So now 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Schuback. And a big hit. Now going backwards.
That was George Rogers who put all that backwards momentum into it with that late hit.
That was on Dalton DeBobne. So forward progress makes it 3rd and 1.
And this is showing all signs of a run play. You have the tight end, number 82, Reese Carter, who just came into the game for the Cardinals. He's going to be setting up on the left side of all of the linemen looking to set up in an H-back. They get the play call one last time, but very spread.
Here comes the shove, and
the line judges are not flinching.
Coyotes think they got the stop here on the 3rd and 1. And now the referees got to pick apart this dog pile. It's Max Wright, the offensive lineman for the Cardinals, saying they got it. But right now, as they
and they ruled
Cardinal
it a first.
fans, yeah, they've ruled it a first. Seth Parr again, not happy with some of this. Some of times where this ball has been spaced. So a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
And the clock is moving at this point in time.
So 1st and 10, plenty of time for Anna to get this ball back. They need to stop, though. Schuback on the run, throwing on the run, and flags come flying. George Rogers, and that's such a tough play for a back, for a safety, because if that ball is thrown short, the receiver can just turn around and stop, and your momentum will carry you into him.
And that's really what it was. DeBobne stopped in his tracks like emergency brakes on a train, and Rogers pretty much had no choice but to hug him.
Now, hold on here. There are 2 flags thrown.
You're right, Josh.
Actually,
one back at the line of scrimmage.
There's 2 back at the line of scrimmage now. A lot of laundry in this second half.
And multiple flags. Holding on the offense, number 70. On the defense, the pass interference, and number 6, White. Penalties offset. We'll replay first down.
There you go. So wipe that one away off George Rogers' night. So offensive holding. It keeps it 1st and 10 as they offset ball at the 39.
And that's really fortunate. Pass interference normally goes to the spot of the foul, if not 15 yards. So that is a good break for the Coyotes.
Hand off to Tabor. And he gains 2 yards to make it 2nd and 8.
And Austin Crowley and Cash Williams stopped him immediately before the rest of the Coyotes got in there. So this is awkward field position with an awkward 2nd and 8. This is a really confusing time for Melissa, as there's not a lot of plays that are drawn up for this exact situation. There's going to be a chance for some creativity here.
Two backs. Handoff. Dubobne. Good tackle there by Josiah Smith after what appears to be a gain of 2 yards to set up 3rd down.
Josiah Smith had about 5 tackles coming out of halftime. Of course, everything is unofficial, but safe to say he's been all over the tackling game. so far in this one, it's been him and Austin Crowley that really lead the team, and I think that one just put Josiah into double digits in total tackles.
3rd and 6. Tabor takes the handoff. He's got a big gap up the middle, and he'll be dragged down just past the Coyote 45-yard line. 1st down, and the workhorse, Jeremiah Tabor, getting the job done. 15 carries tonight for Tabor. He's got 80-plus yards. He's been their weapon. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the Coyote 45 and a 3-point gain. Getting down to the end here in this 4th quarter. Tabor takes a wide turn. He gets stopped, and a flag comes flying in.
And there were some outstretched arms as Tabor was running away, and the point looked like it was going to be, it's on the offense.
Owen Hollebeck, one of the linemen, was leading the charge there. It was on Dalton DeBobne holding, and another Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty on Melissa. Really had some flags thrown against him here in this 2nd half. Tyler Montgomery, a wide receiver, exits the game. Reese Carter, a tight end, is into the game for Melissa. 1st and 20. Back in Cardinal territory. Snap, Schuback throws, left side, airs it out. Caught by Brett Poole, out of bounds. And the pressure there from the Coyotes. The newly named number 11, Israel Johnson. What a play. Incomplete. Brett Poole thought he had another highlight catch in this game after a couple big drops in this 2nd half. 2nd and 20. Schuback hands it off. Tabor, a lot of room to run. Still on his feet. There's a flag. Finally, Josiah Smith takes down, that was Zaid Shaheed on the run.
And it's
he gets down to the 40, and again, the flag came flying in well away from the ball towards the middle of the field after Shaheed had took that wide turn to the right.
DeBobne and Rogers are matched up on each other, and DeBobne held him a little bit longer.
Here's the call. Another penalty on Melissa. Well, Lovejoy didn't have many penalties last week, but Texas Bank, their overdraft notice penalty, they're getting their money's worth here tonight. So 2nd and 20.
And luckily you can know your money's worth from that overdraft penalty. You can know beforehand.
So let's do it again. DeBobne in motion. Schuback hands it off. Shaheed again, and he spins past the 35 for a Cardinal 1st down.
And that is a big block there from Melissa's Ryder Slayton, the offensive lineman, number 70. He was up far ahead with that play. He really cleaned out all the space for Tabor to work. But like I said earlier, they're going to forego, this was way while ago, they're going to forego the switching running backs whenever the going gets tough. Now it's all Tabor show.
Ash, we talked about at halftime, it's going to come down to the run defense for these Coyotes. Here's another big run for Shaheed. One Coyote to beat, and he's in the red zone. Ansley was the one who had to bring down Shaheed.
And he was moving really well in between those pass
blockers. This Coyote front line is struggling here, and now we've got an injury at timeout. One of the Coyotes has gone down to the ground. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. There's exactly, as I say it, they're going to move the clock to 5:10. We got a second. Let's go ahead and take a break. Right back after a word from our Coyote Vision sponsors. The injured Coyote is up and walking off the field as we're just a few seconds away from getting this one back underway. Be 1st and 10. For the Coyotes, it was Draylon McMahon, but he has walked off unaided. Clock ticking, 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Coyotes need a stop here late in this ball game.
There's a lot of space on the left side for Brett Poole. It's Brett Poole Island over there, and a lot of eyes are looking over there. Now they're getting the audible. Ten on the play clock.
Snap, Shoeback, Shaheed, and Shaheed somehow gets a positive yard after that, after dodging a couple Coyotes.
Dodging a couple Coyotes. I mean, it was one. Crowley got both hands wrapped around the midsection there on Shaheed. Shaheed broke that tackle, an extremely tough thing to do. That's an amazing thing tonight about the running backs of Melissa. They have broke tackles like Anna has never dealt with before.
It was actually no gain, so 2nd and 10. Snap, handoff, Shaheed, and he'll be dragged down. And George Rogers, after Josiah Smith tied up Shaheed, George Rogers with the exclamation point. Big tackle there from Rogers.
And it looks like it's going to stay, and Tabor is back in the game.
It's a loss of a yard. Well, they gave him forward progress once again, so 3rd and 10. There's 3.5 minutes to go here, and the Coyotes trail by 3. Cardinals are bleeding the clock here as much as they can.
Right, but this place is getting really loud right now.
Handoff, back into the game, Tabor, and gains 5 yards to set up 4th and 5. Now, Anna has all 3 of their timeouts. Oh, and hold on, we got a flag. Now, so a flag in there around where the tackle was finally made on Tabor.
And both coaching staffs are well on the field to try and get the early scout.
Well, this is a huge call, what this is going to be.
Really? I mean, I don't want to say this is a momentum decider. I won't say game decider, but momentum decider.
With all being said, at 4th and 5, Cardinals haven't seen their kicking unit head anywhere close to the field of play.
Exactly.
Here's the call. No foul. So 4th and 5 with the ball at the 7. And now Seth Parr will call a timeout. So there's the first timeout for Anna. And what appears to be Melissa trying to essentially win this game, not electing to go for what would be a field goal 6-point lead, force that Coyote defense out there. Try to make a huge stop. They get the stop, still got to go to the length of the field. But we've seen with this Anna offense, very capable of going down the field very quickly. So 4th and 5 after this timeout. 2 timeouts left for Anna, trailing by 3. What has been by these two teams' standards, we said earlier, a very low-scoring game. Defensive battle, if you will. Seen a couple big takeaways by the Cardinals in this second half. We've seen a couple big third down stops by the Coyotes defense in this second half. And this very well could be the ball game right here. There'll be no field goal attempt. 4th and 5, Noah Shoeback has Jeremiah Tabor to his right. Chumley almost jumped, but he got reset. Shoeback barking out the orders. Play clock's at 7. Here's the snap. Going up the middle, it's out of the hands of Dubobny. I see no flags, and the Coyotes get a big 4th down stop on Melissa, and with 3:01 on the clock, the Coyotes have the ball, and they'll have to go down almost the length of the field.
And that ball thrown behind Dababne, that's really the whole catalyst. I will say Dababne was open on that slant, but an inaccurate pass in the red zone, that could have been a game sealer for the Cardinals. Instead, they give a good chance to the Coyotes. However, this can very well be the hardest, most toughest drive of the entire season. They have to go 94 yards. 93. Man, a lot at stake.
Coyotes down 3. They have 2 timeouts, and they'll hand off to Chumley, and he will go nowhere as he gets swarmed.
And it's a run-expecting defense. This is a defense, although there was a gain on the play, this is a defense that is good at the run. They held Liberty 2 weeks ago to 55 total yards and 13 yards rushing entirely. So they are ready and will stop the run.
2nd and 9, 2.5 to go. Bobbled the snap. Williams scrambling. He runs to his right. He's going to take off with it. Uses a big block from Chumley and just gets tripped up there. He had open space, but a big play from Jalen Frazier, the linebacker. It moves the chains. It's a first down for Anna. The clock continues to run. 2:20 to go.
Chumley digging in deep with that block. You saw him create that space, and yes, Zai did get tripped up, but without that space, that's not a first down.
Williams looking over to Traylor, makes the catch, and he's out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Ace Traylor with his 2nd catch here tonight. 2:05 to go, the clock stops, and Anna at the 39. 1st and 10, everybody getting lined up and set. Williams, blitz coming, pass, caught to the right side. Traylor again, still on his feet, fighting, and he'll be brought down. It's a first down at the Coyote 49-yard line. They move the chains again. Clock running, just under 2 minutes to go, 1:56. Now they stop the clock, and the official just rolled to the clock operator. Keep that clock going.
And remember, the clock does have to stop on first downs for just a little bit so that those lines can stay
very quickly. Williams in trouble. Williams lost the ball. Who's got it?
Chumley is down there.
Cardinals think they have it. Edward Chumley just saved the game for Anna.
And have to take a timeout now to get all the jitters out.
Yeah, 1:29 left. You absolutely have to do that. That ball went through a couple Coyotes after Williams lost it.
It was Williams, and then it looked like it went over. I mean, you're right, Josh. It jumped through a bunch of names, but I saw Lashem Nianti take a dive at it. Chumley was the one who eventually recovered it.
So 1:29 left. Anna has 1 timeout after this, but they've got some distance to cover, as it'll be 2nd and 15. They marked the ball at the Coyote 45.
And this is a moment where you have to make sure that the entire team knows the playbook going into this play. You're 2nd and down by a lot because of that fumble. So I guarantee these players are going into this set of downs with 3-4 plays in mind.
Anna trying to get their first win over Melissa since 2010. 2nd and 15. Coyotes trail by 3. Snap back. Williams immediately to the right side. Chumley's open. He's got space. Stays on his feet. Stays in bounds. And that'll set up 3rd down and about 8 yards. Clock running. 1:15 to go. Somewhat of definitely a more manageable 3rd down here. Looks like they're going to go 3rd down and 6. Hurry up offense. 1:07 to go. Williams dropping back. Fake the run. He's in trouble. Gets around one Cardinal. Takes a wide turn. Stays on his feet. Stays in bounds. He'll slide. And it is enough for a first down. That does stop the clock. It's at 57 seconds. Now they roll it. Anna has 1 timeout. They're now in Coyote territory. Remember, a field goal can tie this game. Williams drops back on the first down. Scrambling out of pressure. Flush to his right. Past the 40. Past the 30. Still on his feet. Out of bounds in the red zone. Anna's moving quickly. 40 seconds left.
We are seeing major faults in the Melissa defense right now with this hurry up. Like we saw earlier, the safeties are really spread out. As we get into this hurry up, the natural instinct for these safeties is just to back up. And with such a successful scrambler like Zy Williams, this is his exact room that he wants to operate.
The Coyotes take a late fourth quarter entry into the Andy Torres State Farm red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19, 40 seconds left, and it was Melissa who takes a timeout here. They'll be out of timeouts for the remainder, and you have to say at regulation, but a 3-point lead for Melissa, but the Anna Coyotes knocking on this door as they've had a couple big plays from Ziondre Williams, Ace Traylor, and Edward Chumley here on this drive to put themselves in a position to potentially tie this game and potentially take an extremely late lead in what has been a really fun game here tonight for these fans to watch. Obviously a rivalry. These two teams only separated by just minutes down the road. And with Anna jumping up to 5A Division II, back in a district with the Melissa Cardinals, who have been in 5A Division II for a couple seasons now.
And going into this game, I was telling some of the other Coyote Vision staff here, I was like, this one is going to be a shootout, at least 50 points, at least. But now we're seeing really good defensive plays from each team. Here we go.
1st and 10, 19-yard line. Anna down 3. Williams in trouble. Still in trouble. Got rid of the ball. Now the Coyotes need to pick this up, and now it's a scramble for it. There's been no signal yet, and Melissa thinks they have the ball. Was this an incomplete pass? Was it a fumble? The referees say it's a fumble. They've given Melissa the ball.
Zy and Seth Parr are protesting that there was a throwing motion, and I will say that one traveled a good distance off of that throw. So how can it be a fumble if the ball travels 5-10 yards before it hits the ground?
We'd love to see a look at that if we have it. There's no discussion.
Seth Parr is stood straight at
at the moment.
As where that ball went down. He refused to move, essentially. It's like chaining yourself to a tree that doesn't want to be.
Yeah, this is going to stand. Melissa is going to win this game. 27 seconds. Anna has one timeout. And victory formation for Melissa. And that is such a disappointment. That's going to do it. After all that, it is going to end here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Melissa defeats the Anna Cardinals. Anna Coyotes, 21-18. Melissa now improves to 4-1 on the year. They're 3-0 in district play. The Anna Coyotes fall to 1-3 on the season, and they're now 0-2 in district play. What a ball game here tonight, and unfortunately, it ends with a Coyote turnover in the red zone. 2 weeks in a row, the game essentially ends with a Coyote turnover in the red zone trying to win a ball game. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll wrap it all up here on Coyote Vision. Anna falls to Melissa tonight, 21-18. Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote Spirit here. When you're ready for some good eating, you're ready for Crow's Country Cafe. When it comes to insurance, we're the winning team. Heatherly Agency. Making dreams come true, Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, your driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. Come to Roma's Italian. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services. Back here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium, Josh Sowers alongside Nash Lyer wrapping this one up. Melissa knocks off Anna 21-18. I want to take you back to that last play that resulted in the turnover. Here is a look at Ziondre Williams in trouble trying to get rid of the ball, and we'll just let the tape tell itself there. The officials ruled this a Cardinal football on the fumble from Ziondre Williams. That's a tough way for this ball game to end. Anna was in the red zone, and they fall tonight to Melissa 21-18. Nash wrapping this one up. And again, we knew this was going to be a very tough game. Melissa has been one of the top teams in the state over the last 6-7 years or so, going deep in the regional playoffs. And obviously a brand new rivalry game, and I think these two teams brought their best, and the home team essentially wins by 3.
Talking about Anna's offense, they really put on display how well they can do against a great 5A program in Melissa that is known for shutting down teams on the rushing end of it. Zy Williams scrambled all over the place, and I believe the offensive prowess was really shown on that last drive. They took it about 60 yards in really well-managed clock management, using their timeouts, running out of bounds. They started from the 7-yard line, could have taken it all the way, if not for that fumble. Going to the defensive side of the ball, tremendous game today. Josiah Smith, Austin Crowley, really the whole defense. But, I mean, if you were going to pick out 2 tackle leaders, it's Crowley and Josiah Smith that put together a great body of work tonight, Josh.
Melissa won this game running the ball in the second half. Tabor 98 yards rushing. Shaheed at 75. First half, former Coyote Brett Poole with a pair of touchdown receptions for the Coyotes. Ziondre Williams 22 of 36, 198 yards tonight. No touchdowns tonight for Ziondre, a pair of picks. Chumley runs in a couple touchdowns for the Coyotes, 18 attempts, 84 yards. Ashton Ansley, 5 receptions, 51 yards. Ronald Bell made 8 catches tonight for 48 yards. Our next broadcast next Friday, back home at Coyote Stadium as a new opponent comes to town, Frisco Independence, as we continue on district play here in 2024. Want to thank Melissa ISD and everybody here at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium getting us set up here in the visitors press box. They were very kind to us here, so I want to give their entire staff a shout out, and also a big shout out to all of our Coyote Vision students here producing this game. Good job to everyone. Everything looked great, and we appreciate you joining us here on YouTube. For our entire Coyote Vision staff, for Nash Lowry, I'm Josh Sowers. Good night from Coach Kenny Deal Stadium. Melissa knocks off Anna 21-18. We'll talk to everyone on Friday at 7:30 back at Coyote Stadium. Go Coyotes.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services.